Oops. That wasn't the right graphic queued up. That was the end card queued up. That was that was not what was supposed to be there. That would be absolutely hilarious. Just be okay. Goodbye. Just wait for everyone to file in. All right. How you doing, everyone? Happy Monday. I have two cameras on my computer, so I gotta make sure to look at this one and not this one. I believe I still have this one hooked. You can't see it, but believe me, there's a. I'm actually gonna put that one away, just to make sure I don't accidentally stare at it. That was the sound of it disconnecting and reconnecting. I don't think you heard that. At least I hope you didn't hear that, because I do have my desktop audio turned off. That's just how Mondays be. Had a dentist appointment this morning. Woke up at 6 and then got a text that they canceled my appointment. So that's how that's going. Um, so how's everyone doing? I'm still a wee bit eepy, but I'm hoping that these marbles will wake me up. All right. Still checking my levels. Um, I'm hoping I'm coming in good. Okay, I don't want to have to lean into the microphone. So, they're gonna be a stream. Hurdles, they were hurdles. They're a classic. Love this iteration of the hurdles. Really, nothing too out of the ordinary happened with these hurdles. But a lot of things out of the ordinary happened with the steeplechase. Now, Thursday we had the steeplechase. I did the stream after that, immediately following the steeplechase. I literally close everything down. I stop streaming, hit end stream. I close out of the YouTubes, and then I go right back into Discord. Immediately see a thread about how the steeplechase times got messed up. And I'm like, oh dang, this is like the biggest thing that I just missed out on talking about. Uh, and Minos was like, okay, we're gonna get a explanation on this soon. And then 3 days later, literally this morning as you can get, I think it was like midnight 15 Pacific Standard Time, we finally got a response. So it was basically just a discrepancy with the clock, and it happens in NFL a bunch. If anyone follows NFL, you have a play clock, and you have a game clock. Play clock, you have 40 seconds to run a play, and sometimes what the 40-second tick down that you see on TV is not what the players see on the field. So I think it was like that. Uh, and it only happened with the Gliding Glaciers and the Rangers, I believe. Uh, that yeah. So I'm reading it here. I'm reading it here. That the Gliding Glaciers, they did mess up on the times. That instead of counting the first and second marble going across. They counted the second and third across. But that didn't change anything. So in terms of overall standing on it, oh, and the cat size. So the cat size went by 2,000th of a second, or beat out the glaciers by 2,000ths of a second. So obviously there's a lot of is still controversy around that. A lot of people aren't buying it. I'm fine with it. Steeplechase is done and dusted, right? Yeah. After further review, the ruling on the field stands. And so like some of the comments like, oh, this is convenient that the the runs don't change anything. But I'm just glad they went back and looked at it. And I know people still want to be tense about everything, especially with what other members of the JMA have done. I did the video on that. So obviously there's still some disconnect between JMA and the fans, but I feel like the fans who still want to be mad at the entirety of JMA are just going to be looking for anything to be mad at them about, right? Back to the NFL, everyone's talking about how these games are scripted and how the refs are helping certain teams, even though that's not entirely true, right? So it's just that kind of deal. So had a thing about the steeplechase, that thing got settled, and now we are on to the 5-meter hurdles. And we got a hard Raldo for this one. I don't even look for Raldo. Look at that. Maxed. Look at that. Only 11 seconds in. I'm still pausing it. So, what is this shot of the bee? Just going right up close to it. Yeah, Raldo out there. I mean, graphics department paid for the whole difficulty meter. Raldo's gonna use the whole difficulty meter. I don't even look for Raldo when it's on easy, because easy is not easy for Measy, right? Yesterday or last events wasn't easy, and as I can't even try to find them. This one I not even kinda. Not even going to look for Raldo. Hiding somewhere in the stadium. Leaves before the end of semifinal A? Well, that's cryptic. All right. Oh yeah, Surfshark VPN. Completely forgot about that. I was about to make a comment about who's making the over-unders on how much intro there is before the event even starts, right? Completely forgot about the Surfshark. Congrats to JMR for getting paid. The true winner of today's event, Surfshark VPN. Hashtag non-spawn, not me. JMR certainly sponsored me. Absolutely not sponsored. Love that they're using the Jumbotron. Love the Jumbotron. And kudos to the grounds crew. Thank you, grounds crew. They are my thumbnail for the day if you haven't noticed already. Dominance. Grounds crew putting in more work than some of the teams today. And we're definitely getting into that. We are definitely getting into that. There's no way we can't get into how poorly some of these teams were. Very stacked Heat. Snowballs trying to run back in the standings. They finally got points, right? It took them 2 events. I forget where they finished after the steeplechase, but I know it was not good. They're still in the basement. They are really looking like they're gonna be in the basement for a while. But at least they're getting some pep in their step. They're trying, right? Balls of Chaos last year, first silver of the Marble League, and then they just bottom out. They stopped trying. Remember their elimination race, their final? They didn't even try. A lot of those events for the Balls of Chaos last year did not even try. At least the Snowballs look like they're trying. That is more than what a lot of teams can say, especially this year. So Snowy won their heat, which, how about that for the Snowballs winning their heat? And then rapidly, because of course. Completely wrong about my predictions ish. I was right about one of the teams, I do believe. Should have put the speeders on that. It's a speed event. It's one of these Triple Crown events, right? You have 5-meter hurdle, 5-meter dash, 5-meter relay. That is your 3 main speed events, and those are the 3 that you cannot count the speeders out because they are a speed-based team. Should have put the speeders in my predictions. That being said, I did make predictions about the NFL games yesterday, and your boy hit the anti-parlay. There were 6 early games, and I guessed every single one of them wrong. It was amazing, but surely has no correlation to my predictions in the Marble League because my predictions are always the best. Never gotten one wrong. Undefeated, never lost because I still haven't gotten around to cleaning that off. But always big brain moments. All right, Rojo Dose, Yellow Eye, Sheet, and Quasar. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. What a heat. And man, this one was huge. This one was huge. Because it seems like it is the Cats' league to lose. Only 3 events into everything. They are hot, hot, hot. What happened to Rojo Dos on this one? You thought they had it. Top 2 advance, right? You don't need to win. You just need to be you just need to be not 3rd, not 4th, right? Although winning definitely helps, as Sheet is just going wire to wire on this. And who's that? Pulsar? Quasar. Yeah, ice up. Ice up. Very, very good event early on for the snow teams, right? Snowballs, Gliding Glaciers, really nice. Really nice. And you see, we gotta frame by frame it. Maybe even have Grog Woods early on. Already with the Grog Woods. Because Rojo Dos look like they were gonna advance and then they just lose out on it somehow.
Listening to the
Oh, that was a hard hit. That was a hard hit. Coming off of that hurdle. By Yellow Eye. Yellow Eye almost jumped the lane with that hit.
The fans.
And like this, look at this and tell me how Rojo Dos chokes this away. How? How? Okay, one thing worth noting really quick. I have a Seahawks shirt on. And the green is the same kind of green as the green screen. So it is just like invisible, which is fun. And worth noting because I have this view on my preview window, so I can just sort of see myself, so I don't have to squint to see myself in the other window. And it's just distracting every single time I move around and I see my logo through me. So just worth noting, green screens are fun. And you know what else is fun? Watching the Rojo Rollers choke. Actually, that's not fun. I have high hopes for the Rojo Rollers this go around. It seems like this is the year for red teams. You got the Cat's Eyes. Their main logo is Red Eye, right? You got Rojo Rollers, Team Plasma, Savage Speeders, Raspberry Racers. Like, this is the year for red teams. So I wonder if that is going to stay the case, or if some other color teams are going to show up. You know, maybe some orange ones, right? Maybe the only green team in the league at the moment. Oh, I don't want any of those. I just want to see. Okay, hard bounces, very hard bounces from Rojo Dos on that, and then that one. Just two very rough hurdles for them, and then another one. Meanwhile, Yellow Eye Meanwhile, Quasar's not even in the picture, right? Meanwhile, Yellow Eye's making up some ground because they're not making the same mistakes that Rojo Dos is doing. Those are just unforced errors. And oh, yeah, that's where it all went wrong. That one was kind of all right. That one was clean. That one was clean for Rojo Dos. And meanwhile, Yellow Eye taking all these clean. But this last one, absolutely rough. That is where all went. I mean, it was going wrong, but that is where Yellow Eye was able to make up that time. Oh, just very bad. And it looked like they got a bad jump off of that hurdle. Right here, they go sideways. They almost jump out the track. Not needed. We already have our DNF for our bingo. And then Yellow Eye takes it sort of clean. Definitely cleaner than Rojo Dos. And then just hightails it. Get it because they're a cat. Hightails it, and then that is basically all she wrote. And then, I mean, Sheet doing it wire to wire. There we go with the grounds crew. Thank you, grounds crew. Doing a way better job than Quasar out there. Will I be doing a live stream for tomorrow's event? Yes, I will. I'll be doing a live stream after block pushing tomorrow, and then after whatever is on. Oh, that's a sprint. 5 meter sprint is Thursday. So I'm gonna do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and then a Halloween stream on Friday. Knock on wood. because I should have a maid dress showing up Wednesday. So that should be a thing. That should be a thing. Yeah. So grounds crew put in work. That shot was the thumbnail. All right. Pinkies, Razzies, Wisps, and Momo. There's Momo. Thought Momo had it all together. Oh, and they did. Right, because it's the Pinkies. They got that nice curse. I had the Pinkies winning it, I do believe. And it looked like they had it in the bag. But who is that? That was Momo Momo. Momo Momo. An absolute Momo moment. Right? Very clean. All these racers taking it very clean, and then the Midnight Wisps still taking it clean, just slow, right? So you had Momo and the Razzies, and it was really a battle between the Pinkies and Team Momo for third place, but then Momo just able to pull ahead after that last one. Yeah, just the Razzies taking a few bounces off of that one. Let's frame by frame it. Yeah, oh, they get airborne at the wrong time. Airborne at the wrong time. That's where all your momentum's gone. Hard hit over the hurdles. A couple hard bounces. And then more hard bounces. And then it's just all Momo. Advancing. Thought Momo had it in the bag after this point. Really wanted Momo to get good. No bias. This is an interesting angle. I really like that angle of these hurdles. Very nice. We never see the angle like that. It's always from head on or from the angle from the front. It's never from the back like this. Really nice to see. Very cool camera angles. I bet you had I bet Jim was behind some of these camera angles. If not, just like thank you, Jim. Westby's a bum. Yeah. I mean, made them the captain. Keep that in mind. Before the season started, they made Westby the captain. Was that the right decision for them? Did they even need to do that? Because I don't think a whole lot of the captain changes needed to be made. Except for like the Oceanics. Oceanics have been cleaning house. Gonna be interesting to see how that goes whenever we see the Oceanics. But yeah, did Westby even need to be captain? Because that's what you get made captain for? And then Pinky Panther. But what are you gonna do? Pinkies don't need to prove anything to anyone. Unless they want to go back to back. Which I'm still holding out hope that the Pinkies go back to back. This is going to be a very interesting year. Very uninteresting podium. All said and done. So many things happening. O-Rangers, Thunderbolts, Team Plasma, Shimmer, or Shining Swarm. You got Glimmer, Fear, Shock, Clementon. Clementon putting in work. And then the Thunderbolts are putting in anti-work. Because, like, look at this. Look at just how nowhere they go. Where did it all go wrong for them? Because it was going bad. It was bad. And then it went worse. So I was screaming the O's. I really hoped there's gonna be wire to wire, but then Glimmer was like, nah, I'm a silver medalist overall for a reason. And then Team Plasma. So yeah, it just looked like Shock was losing speed. I mean, Shock became a meme for being bad in Marbula 1. Remember Mo Motorway, all those dumplings? They became a meme for being slow. And you put them in a speed event. Why? Why? A solo speed event, mind you. Like relay, you have other team members to pick up some of the slack, right? You put a slow member in a speed event Thunderbolts. Why? Why? Terrible day to be a Bolts fan. I'd argue terrible 5 years to be a Bolts fan. Thunderbolts just are not that team. Plasma's first truly bad event. Well, we'll see the standings 8th through 16th. 14th, that is bad. That is bad. Is this the future of Team Plasma? Is this what's happening now? You know, 2 events, you get high, you finally get on the podium. Gold medal. Took you 2 events. Cobalt's never had a gold medal in years of trying. Years of trying. And then hit the skids a bit. Is this the future? Is this just one event? You know? 3 down. How many? 13? Almost said 15. Forgot how mouth were. 13 to go. Anything can happen. Most importantly, 12 events until the showdown. So maybe there's just a hiccup. Wisps and Thunderbolts, forget about it. Forget about it. They are done. And I know I said I shouldn't be saying a team's done this early. Wisps and Bolts, you can go home. Pack up, go home, show's over, it's not happening. But, you know, any of these things, like Galactic, Pinkies, they were podium-ists last year. They're auto-qualified. Rojo Rollers seem to be on the uptick. Good for them, right? The fastest of these slow marbles. Mellow Yellow, what do you want? They're just gonna finish where they finish. And then the Bumblebees home team, you know, maybe host curse, schmost curse, saw it with the Ducks, saw it with the Cats. Although the Ducks, maybe the host curse has a delayed effect. Or maybe it's the MVP curse. I will talk about that whenever I get my video out. Do not know when that'll be out. I am hoping Saturday maybe. Sunday maybe, but I know it'll come out before the showdown. I know that is the deadline. Maybe next week. I definitely don't want to keep pushing it off, but I don't. But we got 3 live streams. We got 3 events a week, so it just like boom, boom, boom. So now semifinal A, Raldo should be here, I think. Raldo should be here, I think. And they said he leaves before semifinal A. Cats, Momo, Snowballs, Oranges. Momo, it's Momo over. It's Momo over with that. I had such high hopes such high hopes for Team Momo. Thought it was gonna be this one, but remember they ran the table last year in the showdown, and someone said Momo's gonna do the Shining Swarm from last year. That is correct. That is correct. Momo is going to run the table in the back half. And people saying Raldo. I'm over here weeping for Momo. Just very slow over the first hurdle, and that was it. That was just it. And it is the cat size is Yellow Eye and Clementon show after that. Is that Raldo? Is that Raldo? That just looks like a bee. No, it's gotta be because all the bee marvels are up here. Unless it was a blink and you miss it. No, that's a judge. So then that's Raldo. All right. We'll take it. But yeah, Momo top 8. I think it is only an 8. Between Speeders fans and the exit. Wow. Oh, now that is a blink and you'll miss it. Okay, you can't even see it from here because I got my cursor making the title up here. But yeah, okay, there. So that is just a B marble there. That's Raldo and not a Speeders marble. Going to the concessions, getting some of that popcorn, getting some of those honey sticks that Bosnia is known for. So, which one's Raldo? There are two marbles that one could argue are out of place. It's either this one or this one. And Raldo is so similar to Speeder's marbles. That is devilish. Putting him in with the Speeders crowd, if that is Raldo, in fact. And I mean, where's Waldo is a bunch of people in stripes, and he's wearing stripes, and it's like, okay, this is going to be impossible to find. So, I guess that is that. Just have him blend into the max, I guess, instead of being down here. I think that is just a B marble. One of these two is a B, or one of these two is Raldo. It's either that's a B or Raldo, that's a Speeder or Raldo. So either way, Raldo's here. Maybe he's in two places at once, right? Doing some shadow clone jutsu, right? Maybe that's what's happening. Either way, we have Raldo, and either way, the O-Rangers are going to the final in 5-meter hurdles alongside Yellow Eye. Who'd have thunk that two of the fastest marbles in Marbula 1 are moving on to the final in a speed event? Oh, Raldo was leaving. That is true. That is what the hint said. Raldo was leaving. It said he was leaving before the end of semifinal. That was Raldo at the exit, going to get some dumplings and some honey sticks at the concession stand. And honestly, same. Honestly, same. All right. Razzie, Swarm, Speeders, Glaciers. Thought the Glaciers were gonna do better, but I mean, all Razzie, all speed, all Razzie and rapidly. And who would have thought? This is what I'm saying. It's just some usual suspects. It's no rollers and plasma on the same podium. We're getting a couple of teams who've already podiumed before. Oh, now that's a good angle. Hold on a minute. So it really was who was gonna be 8th through 5th for these two heats, because no one's beating that. It's rapidly and right. No one's beating that. Yeah, all the fast boys being fast boys. Like, that is just what you'd expect. And then I believe, yeah, so after the semifinals, Snowy, Glimmer Sheet, and Momo Momo. Yeah, Snowy getting fifth, 11 points. How about that? Maybe the snowballs are moving on the way up, right? Said that they're trying. I think they'll be better than last place, if you could imagine. Remember, this is a team I said had no chance in hell. No chance. Out of 12 million in two universes, I did not see any with the snowballs qualifying. Here they are getting 11 points in one event. Look at this. So maybe the snowballs are going to do better than the worst. Maybe they'll even do better than all right. And then Team Momo. Not the start you wanted, but I mean the start you wanted if you're a Team Momo fan is just 16 golds. So anything beyond that, understandable, the frustration. And in the final, the usual suspects. Like, come on. Come on. I was hoping. I was hoping for the O Rangers gold. Clementon doing it, but at least... At least they got a bronze out of that. We have to be kind and rewind over all of this. First hurdle, good and Yellow Eye. I was not too upset about Clementon choking silver for a bronze, although silver is definitely better than a bronze. I was very surprised that Yellow Eye did not get on that podium. Because we would have had the Crazy Cat's Eye start this league off with 3 straight podiums. And I just wanted that to sow the seeds of absolute chaos. Because that would be one of the strongest starts to a league. Sad it couldn't happen. Very sad that the O Rangers choked away that silver, still got on that podium, and of course Rapidly is just going to take it because it is the Savage Speeders in a speed event. Calling it now because I should have called it a few days ago when I made my predictions about this event. Savage Speeders are taking the Triple Crown. Okay? No one's going to beat them in sprint and relay. No one. Hurdles was the only if, because we've seen them put together some lackluster performances in these iterations of the funnel, or these iterations of the hurdles. But here they go, show up and show out. Where does it go wrong for Clementon? Okay, a few bounces off of the wall. But still closing the gap between them and Rapidly. And then just took a little bounce. Oh, yeah. No, it was when they bounced off the wall, Ruzzy was just streaking down the middle of the lane. Hit a couple bounces. Ruzzy clean. Clementon losing some speed. Ruzzy just Ruzzy, whoever it may concern. Absolutely clean through it. Clementon still holding on to the bronze, their first medal of the league, of the season. Same goes for Ruzzy. The reserve, that was it. That was the reserve. Ruzzy, the reserve, putting in work, putting the team on day back for their first gold medal of the season. And then the Savage Speeders also getting their second medal of the season. Only 3 events in. Yellow Eye, a half second off of the podium. But still, 4th is better than 12 other teams. So congrats to Yellow Eye. And also congrats to Clementon because I can Even I held that longer than I expected. Whew. All right. Did I see Ruzzy almost jump into another lane? I believe it was an almost jump. I did see the screenshot. I forget when that was. So someone will have to tell me about Ruzzy doing some hardcore parkour. Yeah, the lungs on this guy. Yeah, that impressed me. That was a lot longer of an O than I anticipated, but I just rolled with it because we are rolling. So where does this take us? Also a good shot. Not the best. I do like the goal line cams. But that was a good angle. That was a nice angle. Oh, no, there we go. There's a goal line cam. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Ruzzy took goal. Forgot about that. So, I was so busy paying attention to Clementon choking that I didn't even see rapidly choking. Wow, so that can't happen. Never mind. I take back all what I said about that. Speeders can't win all three because they didn't win this one. Completely glazed over the fact. I guess I was so hype over the O that I didn't see the Raspberry Racers and Ruzzy absolutely taking it. The team on they back. The reserve. Absolutely flying. So where'd it go down to Rapidly? Rapidly was taking some hard bounces. Yeah, that last hurdle. That very last hurdle. Right there. Just bounced a bit. Maybe doing some Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. On that rail. Takes a hard hit. Loses out on the speed. Ruzzy just taking it. Oh no, this one. This one. Just hitting it hard. Ruzzy taking it clean. Nice. So Ruzzy did grind the rail a bit. Oh, wow. Wow. Now that is some Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. Look at that. Tiptoe through the tulips. Absolutely tiptoeing on the toes they don't have. Wow. But stay in their lane. Hey. Why? That's their lane. Staying in it. Wow. Wow. You think that's how they did it? Because that's not bouncing off the wall. And there is a different coefficient of friction on that lane edge than on the lane itself. There must be. I am too lazy, and I also did not take that physics course for coefficients of friction. All of my physics lessons had friction as non-existent. So we're gonna hit up with some Grog Woods again. Let's go back to some Grog Woods. I need this on.
To the lead of the first.
So Ruzzy tiptoeing. It wasn't even a bounce. They didn't even bounce going over that hurdle. They just rolled right onto it. Rolling. And then went over their own hurdle. Appears to be. Yeah, so they didn't jump back into lane 3, so, or jump into, not even back. They didn't jump into it. They, it's clean run. That is a clean run. So maybe they did that. Maybe that helped them with their speed. Because the rest of it were just clean going over them. Taking it back. There we go. So they won. Speeders with the silver and O'Rangers with the bronze. So maybe the Raspberry Racers could take the Triple Crown. We do have block pushing. That is an event that favors the dense marbles. So maybe Razzie's back-to-back golds. It could happen. Time to promote Razzie. For real, though. Alright, so there we go with the podium. Razzies, Speeders, O'Rangers. Again, still usual suspects. Was so blinded by the power of the O, didn't even see the Speeders not winning it. Razzie, Speeders, O'Rangers. That podium has happened before. It was the 2021 winner special, so that doesn't really count. But it's still the usual suspects. The same old Speedy Boys being Speedy Boys. So, Razzies, O'Rangers getting their first medals of the season. And then we go with these event standings. Cat's still up top. But that second silver, first Savage Speeders, bump them up a bit. Razzies, though, jumping nine spots. Up into third with 37. Just 3 points separating the Crazy Cat's Eyes and Savage Speeders, because fun has never been uncanceled. It has always been canceled. Speeders always with an opportunity to win it. I'm pretty sure 2021 was the only time the Speeders were not in contention of the championship in the final event. I'm pretty sure that is the only year. And looky here, already 3 events in, they're almost gonna take the lead away from the Crazy Cat's Eyes. And block pushing is one of those events that does not favor light marbles, and the Cat's Eyes are light marbles. So, the rest of this video, I believe, is just a Surfshark ad. It is just a Surfshark ad. You gotta put those at the beginning, because I'm just gonna go away from this video before I even see the Surfshark ad. You gotta put those like midway through or something like that, so people see, so you get those click-throughs. Block pushing, though. Who has the record? I did save who's a what's it? A spreadsheet. I knew that Madman had a spreadsheet because I've seen the spreadsheet before, but I'm like, I have no idea where to even start. I don't know where to dig for a spreadsheet. And Madman is like, do I have a spreadsheet for you? And it's literally every single result. but now I gotta go back into Marble Base to find it, and I found it. Um. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. No, nothing incriminating in this. Oh yes. It's beautiful. It's diabolical. It's lemon scented. Um. Oh, and this is in alphabetical order, though. I need I need in order of best. Where the hazers at? Yeah, hazers. No one is beating this. Hazers forever and always will have the anti-record in block pushing. So going off of average, okay, so I really want some dense teams. I'm thinking Raspberry Racers could take a back-to-back. I mean, 169. I don't they have the record? Who has the record? Oh, I can't make sense. It needs a legend. This needs a legend. It needs to be from first to worst. Yeah, let's just do Razzies back to back. And then no ducks. Let's do glaciers. Razzies, glaciers. Where's Momo at? Let's do Momo. Let's do Momo. I think Momo's getting on the podium for block pushing. There we go, Momo. And then the bottom. Yeah, let's do. No minties. Pinkies are down there. Bottom three. So we got the top three. We got Razzies, Glaciers, Team Momo. Let's do Pinkies, Cats. Oh, that's a tough one. Yeah, tough one. Pinkies, Cats, and Plasma. Let's do that. I don't even know what scores they will get. I'm fairly confident it is going to be run 4, take the sum of the top 2 runs. I am probably just gonna make numbers up for that. I don't know. Madman's the bookie. He's got the overs and the unders. Of course, I did get 6 straight NFL games incorrect in predictions. Let's hope that is not going to be the case for these. Yeah, and I don't think Snowballs are going to take dead last. They might do, poor, but I don't think they're going to take bottom 3 in it. And that's probably going to be their cue to take bottom 3. Did we get any bingo spots? I don't think Greg said penultimate. Someone would have said something if Greg said penultimate. I do not think we got anything. And who took last event? It was Steeplechase. No, that was bad. That was Boltonville Rangers. Rest assured, even with the miscounting, mistiming, maybe the Glaciers getting jilted out of a bronze. That however you slice and dice it, The O Rangers still sucked at that steeplechase. I was so excited for an outside steeplechase, but I think it was just wanting the 2017 steeplechase. And instead we got something even worse than the 2021 steeplechase. But the O Rangers with that bronze working their way back up 5 spots. 52 points for the Cat's Eyes. 7 for the Thunderbolts. Snowballs with 14 points. They had 3. They got 11 this time around. And then that nice goose egg in the first event. So they're working their way back. Slowly but surely. Thunderbolts are on pace for 38 points. They have 7 through 3, and there are 16 events. Even we're 37, but it's going to be a 0.3. So 38 points. They are on pace for 30. It's bad. Weren't they on pace for the worst Marbula 1 finish ever? Why are the Bolts here? Why are they here? This is not the year to be. This is not the decade to be a Bolts fan. It is just sad times at Ridgemont High for them. And then we still got some nice mid teams. I mean, what is 25 points as 15? So anyone can just completely jump up with 1 medal at this point because we are still very early on into everything. So I don't know, man. Team Momo, what did Momo get? Where they place? It's always these multiples of 4. It was 12, 12, 8. These multiples of 4. And now they're in 13th with 16 points. And guess what? Multiple of 4. So yeah, anything can happen, especially with block push. We have block pushing, the 5-meter sprint, and the tug of war. And the tug of war is a duo event. I know someone asked that earlier if it was going to be a individual or a team. It is going to be a duo event. So this year we have 9 team events. I forget how it broke down. I think it was 8 team events, 7 individual, and a duo. And someone will have to, correct me on that or tell me I'm right if I'm right. Oh, is tug of war going to be a team? Oh, that changes everything. Because I know there's supposed to be, a mostly split between individual and team with the duo thrown in. And the duo is going to replace either one of the team events or one of the individual events. So where are we at with this? Bees and rollers have not podium at the same event. Oh no, what'd I do? That was fun. I guess Spacebar can just erase everything. Which is unfortunate that we didn't get a bingo because I do have Boy Kisser as one of the marker for now, because I am out here with the high, not resolution, but just large Boy Kisser. I also am out here with the big marble eggs. And then in the thumbnail, if I have the thumbnail out here somewhere, gotta talk about that. So the O-Rangers and the Savage Speeders were in the thumbnail of this event, and they were on the podium. Same thing happened with Team Plasma last event. They were in the thumbnail. Oops. Right, this time was dominance. Last week was oops. This one, it's dominance. Why are they putting spoilers in the thumbnails? I think it's just going to be a rule of thumb that if a team is in the thumbnail, they're going to be on the podium for that event. I don't know what was wrong with having, like, the tester marbles do it, or just have, like, a random team, or just even like a random team, like finishing no results. You don't see anything, right? It is very odd that there's been a pattern thus far of teams in the thumbnail being on the podium. Yeah, they changed the thumbnail. I know when I went to click on it, it was still the dominance with the O-Rangers and the Savage Speeders on it. I don't know what other people have seen, but it is very odd that this pattern has been happening. Oh, thank God. Okay. So I just saw Nakumos did a thing with the boy kisser marble that wasn't the sign. Oh yeah, so the top 5 teams are red. Was gonna mention that, now I mentioned it. It is the year of the red teams thus far. And maybe he's gonna say that way. Maybe. But here's hoping, maybe some orange teams run the table. Maybe the green team but it definitely looks like the year of the red teams. And for Team Plasma, Rojo Rollers, Crazy Cat's Eyes, Savage Speeders, Raspberry Racers, they've had their fair share of success for sure. But Cat's Eyes, Plasma, Rojo Rollers, especially for the Rojo Rollers, they are a team that needs some success in their lives. It took them so long to get here, and 2021 they finally qualify. Can't do anything there. Take 16th. Can't qualify the next year. Finally qualify this year. Look like they're having some success with it. But the Crazy Cat's Eyes, who for the last few years have put together very successful, very winning seasons, but just cannot finish. They put together strong starts and strong mid sections, but just cannot get clutch at crunch time. Maybe this year they will just be consistent throughout, or maybe they can slide off a bit in the mid and then work it back up, because the very last event of the season, right? We have event 15, then we have the showdown, which everyone will be tuning into, and then we have the Honey Dome GP as the final event. That is an M1 course, and you have one of the best M1 teams who might clinch a championship at that track. So, I don't know. Here's hoping. And then Team Plasma, one of these teams, second chance. And they look like they are rolling. Finally getting a gold in just their second event in the Marvel League ever. So anything can happen. Is Red Eye the themiest Crazy Cat's Eye? That is great. I'm them. I will always be them. All right. got through everything, and it has been an hour. We even saw Ronaldo. On a hard setting. That never happens. We never find Ronaldo on a good day. Ronaldo could be on my desk, and I still wouldn't be able to find Ronaldo. So there we go. It's all coming together. All right. Team Plasma, definitely a feel-good story. Ain't that the truth? Anything can happen. 15 events to go. Most importantly, no, not 15. 13 events. 12 events until the showdown. Still not sure when that'll happen. But I will be back here tomorrow to go over Block Push and to see how my predictions aged. And maybe it's just gonna be the year of the red team. Steamrolling red teams all over. So I will see you tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day. Don't even need to see the good rest of your week because I'm seeing you tomorrow in about 23 hours. No, about 20 hours. How does math work? 24 hours. 23 hours, 45 minutes. We'll be back here going over block pushing. Take care. And as always, Waluigi gonna take us out. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.